China is such a huge market, and like you said, it's an important one. Do you think you'll, maybe change up your style or collection or tweak it a little bit to, to fit the Chinese taste?
We've seen in the last few years, there's really less difference from region to region and city to city. So we find that really, maybe the weather, of course, might be different. Is it colder in Beijing than it is in Hong Kong? Certainly it is. But really now we see that our customer, the Chinese customer, the European customer, the American customer, they all see the same thing. So maybe, of course, you might find some colors are more popular in certain countries. Red in China, of course,
very popular.
Is very popular, and it has a cultural meaning. And holidays might change. You have Singles Day. In the States, we don't have Singles Day. We have Thanksgiving. Europe doesn't have Thanksgiving. But we're seeing less and less separation. So we just try to be aware of the local market for holidays and for special colors. And sometimes it's fun to do something special, a special collaboration. But more and more, it's a global world.
But over the years, have you seen their preferences change?
Oh, definitely, definitely. We used to see very distinct differences, even within, not just within the world, but even within the country. You would see a huge difference. And now, again, the customer she travels, they see everything. He sees what's happening, so they all want to be part of the same story.
So let's talk about your newest collection here. You've shot, some of your new collection in really hip cities like Los Angeles, New York City, of course, London as well. Can you talk about the street style campaign?
One of the things that I find so interesting in today's world, women put their own sort of spin on things, and they wear it in their own personal way. And I think that for me, I love doing a fashion show, but the most exciting thing is when I see what I design on the street, in an airport, in a restaurant, running to catch a taxi, something like that is always inspiring. So I thought about how do we take women who have their own style and how do we photograph them on the street wearing Michael Kors, but they style themselves. They wear it how they would wear it, because I think people love seeing really different kinds of ways to wear fashion, a different point of view. And then the street is everything. I say the street is the fashion show.
It's kind of like capturing the moment, right? And capturing in a natural way, so to speak.
Well, it's funny. There are classic photographs from many, many years ago, street paparazzi photographs of famous women, women like Jackie Kennedy, that you saw her on the street, captured not at a party, not posing, and we wanted to take that spirit and do it in today's world, that we capture all of these girls really just on the street, living life, moving and showing off their own personal style.
Chinese actress Yang Ning is one of the ladies that was featured in your campaign. How important is it for you to have her in the campaign, and how do you think it'll influence the fashion followers here in China?
She's, of course, very beautiful and very talented, but also her personal style. She loves things that are feminine, but sophisticated and young. She manages to combine all of that together. So the way she puts herself together, I think it's a great personal style. And for a lot of women, they're able to see a photograph of her and say, oh, I appreciate her style, and that's how you wear it. That's how you try something different. We showed her, I remember we were showing her a handbag that was bright purple. And I think some women look at bright color, and maybe it's a color they haven't worn before. Maybe they never wear purple. And she put it together and mixed it with gray and black, and it had a very different, very chic, very sophisticated look. So if you see a photograph, you say, oh, I love how Yang Mi is wearing that purple handbag. I understand how to wear it. It's very helpful.
People are always taking photos and, putting on Instagram or tweeting it. How effective do you think social media is to influence, fashion?
In today's world, there are no rules in getting dressed. So a lot of people can be confused. So if you look at social media, it's a great way to have the information to find out what's happening, what's new, what's next.